Chatty Man. What a week it's been. Cheryl officially announced on Tuesday that she's separating from Ashley. Yeah. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Is that what you say? Yeah. This followed the text she'd sent to him saying, "Move out, it's over." Which shouldn't be confused with what Ashley says to his lovers, "Move over, it's out." But, if you believe the tabloid, Cheryl's moved on quickly. She's been pictured with a hunk from American Strictly. Can't be easy sneaking a ballroom dancer into your hotel unnoticed. The coast clear. Gordon Brown has been accused of bullying aggressive behaviour towards his staff, sometimes in just his underwear. Is that really front page news? Angry Scotsman in pants swears. Hey, dude, you fit there. Come on, yeah. Even the head of the bullying helpline, Christine Pratt, has got involved. Pratt. She'd have some first-hand experience of bullying at school, wouldn't she? Though probably not as much as her assistant, Mrs. Fatty Bum Bum McPenis. But, you know what? I'm so proud to say here on Chatty Man, I won't tolerate bullying in the workplace. No. I'm not going to have it here on Chatty Man. And I was saying to my wardrobe lady, Pam, earlier, I was saying, do you know what, it's not on. And she always gives me a good luck pat on the back before I go on. So I'd like to say, Pam, thank you so much. She's one in a million. She loves me. Finally, what about Subo? She was mistaken for the Queen by Eurostar staff on her way back from Paris. It's weird, isn't it? The Queen's 84 and Subo's 48, but you're still not certain who should feel more offended by it. It keeps happening. Last year on the Orient Express, she was mistaken for Hercule Poirot. To be fair, she adored a moustache for dinner, but... What a lineup we have for you tonight. She's stunning. She's sold a whopping 15 million records worldwide, and she's here later. Rihanna will be joining us. Oh, I know. He's charming, sophisticated, and handsome. He's the man I most get mistaken for. Yes, T4 Steve Jones will be on this sofa. Ooh, you like that? But first, I don't say this often, but she's a lady with a hole I'd like to be in. The lead singer of Hole, Courtney Love! Yeah, take it off, piece of shit. Hello. Yeah, I'm liking the specs.
I know, I was reading,
Is that a new look for you?
No, I have to use these to read the mirror, because it's about all I read.
Can you see me properly?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna
How many fingers have I got up?
You have,
No, I wasn't being rude.
No, I wasn't being rude either. This is my natural state of handness. I just do this.
Would you like a nice drink?
I can't.
Why not?
I don't drink anymore. I would love a nice drink.
Oh, no, you're
But
not...
I can't have one.
Oh, you're not a... You're like an alcoholic.
No, I was never an alcoholic, but I was a big drug addict.
Oh.
It's a really huge secret. Don't tell anyone, because it'll ruin my image.
I didn't know this about you. I suppose I better not tempt you. We'll be all shooting up by the end of the night. Now, you spoke at the Oxford Union, didn't you, about your drugs? When was the last time you took drugs?
It's pretty much every interview.
Every interview?
Yeah. Drugs, more drugs, peanuts, drugs. Sex, drugs.
Sex, drugs. God, it's...
Hair extensions, drugs.
How our lives are so similar.
Are they?
You wouldn't believe.
Want to go in the bathroom?
Yeah. Let's do some drugs.
Drugs.
Because you know what? I like a nice glass of... You know, my drug is alcohol. I love a nice glass of red. But, I mean, when it comes to drugs, what's your one that goes... Oh, you know, do you ever go
Opiates.
one...
Opiates.
Yeah.
So, you know...
What's that, like heroin?
Well, heroin's so ghetto over here. You know, like...
Oh, I know. Tell me about it.
Well, when I lived in Liverpool, which I did when I was 14 and 15, you know, I lived in Liverpool 8, mate, like talk stiff, like hardcore.
Oh my God,
in a lovely squat. And
Lovely squat.
I lived in a lovely squat in Hackney as well.
The rats were so polite. Morning.
Cup of tea. Well, you make it better than I do. So, you know, I remember I went back to Liverpool and I'd been in LA and it was de rigueur. It was de rigueur to do heroin in LA. It was so cool. Here, I went back to Liverpool.
Yeah.
I did some, whatever. No one would talk. They sent me to Coventry.
Really? God, heroin and then Coventry.
Yeah.
What is that then? That's like
It's
a
Givenchy.
waistcoat.
It looks a bit like a diaper.
Nice.
It's good, right? It's a good Givenchy, you know, sort of piece.
You love it? You like that?
Here's my trick. I'll tell you my old trick. I had this rock and roll trick that I would do. I'd be in the worst place, Cleveland or Cologne, Germany or something, Munich or something. And what I would do is I wanted drugs, because I used to do drugs.
Yeah.
I don't do them anymore. And I would call up a hooker agency and I would ask for the ugliest hooker. And because the ugliest hooker would know, and they would think I was lesbian and come with like all sorts of things. I mean, no, put it down. I just want to know where the drugs are.
Yeah.
All right, so that was my trick. Oh, God, I can't believe I'm telling you this. Jesus.
It's like therapy. Now, you seem like a woman who can get laughed into bed. No, I've been looking at some of the men that you've had relationships with, and they're all British comedians.
Oh, the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, come on. What's wrong with British funny men? You're saying we're not
There's nothing
sexy?
wrong with British funny. One of them was the stupidest thing I ever did. And because of him, I'd never seen Alan Partridge. So, no, not at that time. I hadn't seen it. So
Steve Coogan. Yeah, Steve
the
Coogan.
Coog.
Yeah.
We call him the Coog.
The Coog, yeah.
The Coog. So the Coog apparently had something about me long before I met him. And but I'd only seen him in 24-hour Party People. And I used to know Tony Wilson. So I think I had a little daddy crush thing that he had played Tony Wilson. But he was very, very well-spoken, very nice. Didn't know he was a super freak.
No.
Didn't know that.
Did he go, aha? And he goes...
Do you know how many times a day my band do back of the net to me?
Oh, sorry. No. So what happened then? So he's a super freak.
So he's a super freak, as it turns out. But, you know, it was the last stand of me doing drugs. And it was like 2-3 weeks. And at one point, Billy Bob Thornton comes to the pool while I'm in the middle of this, like, crazy, weird 3 weeks with him. And he pulls me by the hair and he's like, "Shit," and he just stop. I can't explain. That's private. But
yeah.
he talked into my ear and he said, get out of whatever you're in, basically, is what he said. I thought it was a harmless wah thing, you know, that was now over. And then I called my friend, and these tabloids are kind of ruthless. Your tabloids are pretty bad.
I know, I can imagine.
And they taped the call with my friend, and published, and they knew I didn't have a lawyer, and they published it, the whole gory,
dear.
all of it. Oh. And I've been embarrassed before, but that was like a 10.
Yeah.
So then I had to go to rehab, and I was walking around. I thought I'd ruined his career. I didn't know he'd had this whole history. I hadn't read everything. So I was walking around rehab going, God, I've ruined a man's career. I've ruined it. Without knowing, I'd actually made him really cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I'll tell you the thing, when I did watch Alan Partridge afterwards, I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was brilliant, the writing was brilliant, and I thought, well, I was justifying in my head, the fact that he could be so insanely repulsive is kind of sexy, right? Right, Courtney, right? So, you know, je n'y regrette rien.
Yeah.
Ish.
Ish.
But I was a fan, and I decided, my friend writes for Rolling Stone, and I said, you need to do an article on Britcom. And a friend of mine had been trying to get me to go to dinner with Russell Brand for a long time, and I'm like, he's not ready for me. No. Not gonna happen. But I had dinner then with Russell.
Did one thing lead to another with Russell?
No, but the thing with Russell, he's too musky for me.
Musky?
Musky.
What does musky mean?
There's nothing musky about him. And he did this line with me. We were talking like this, yeah?
Yeah.
So you sort of talk to me, and I'll be Russell.
Hi, Courtney.
You know, Alan, I've had a lot of conversations, but not one of them has ended in an orgasm. Can we go in your room?
No!
Yes!
Oh, I'm quite impressed, but then I feel a little bit dirty.
Oh, what was the other one? I'll be the moon, you be the sun, and we'll have an eclipse.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's just, but it worked. It worked. And now
worked?
he's not on me, but he's quite smitten, you know. He's very reformed.
Yeah, well, I can
with
imagine.
Katy Perry.
Well,
and she's a sassy gal. I've known her a long
she's
time.
been on our show. She's
Did
got
you
it all
like
up.
her?
Yeah, oh, she's great. She's got it all up top. Yeah, she's brilliant.
Is she smarter than me?
She's no one could be smarter than you.
Yeah, but she's quicker, isn't she? Because she didn't do the drugs.
Yeah, maybe it has slowed you down a little bit, love. Not too much. No, in a good way.
What?
No. It's been an absolute...
Do you have a line?
Oh, I love you. Thank you
me
so
too.
much for
Thank you
coming
for
on.
having me.
You've been brilliant. Thank you. Good luck with whole reforming, yeah? It's great. Courtney Love, everyone! Still to come, Rihanna will be here. But first, he's got no trouble keeping up with the Joneses because he is one. It's Steve Jones.
Oh, goodness.
Would you like a drink?
Yes, please. I'd love one. What have you got?
Well, what have we got here? We've got Sugar Ray. We've got Coconut Kiss. Pure Heaven.
These all seem pretty minging, Alan. I'm not impressed by this bar.
Well, listen, what about Synatogen? That's quite nice.
Sold. I will have
Tonic
some Synatogen.
wine. I love a tonic wine.
OK. I'll give it a go. What the hell is that? Looks like Benylin.
Well, it clears up my cough. That's all I can say. Now, Let's Dance for Sports release started on Saturday.
Yes,
How did it go?
It went extraordinarily well. I had a wonderful time doing it. It's been missing from my life for the last year, so it was just nice to get back and work with the wonderful Claudia and just presenting, you know, what I think is one of the silliest shows on TV. It's all just light-hearted. It's just a great show to do.
Well, I had to Sky Plastic. I didn't see it because I was doing my Radio 2 show. And this is no lie, but I was sitting there on the radio, and then we got a telly that you can see sort of through the glass. And I thought, God, that Cheryl Cole's not taking it too well. I mean, she's even stopped shaving. But it was Rufus Hound.
Rufus Hound, the wonderful Rufus Hound, yeah. I mean, what turn of events made him come, you know, up with the fact that he's performing Cheryl Cole's... What's the name of the title? Fight for this Love.
Fight.
For this love. Yeah. Just amazing. Amazing.
Or if you're on the Brits, fight. We've actually got
You got a clip.
We've got a clip of Rufus. We've got a clip of Rufus. You've
If
got
you
to
haven't
see
seen
this.
it, check it out.
It's so funny.
Fair play to him. Fair play to him.
Ashley, don't know what he's missing, does he now? No. And now, I read a quote from you. You said you were the ugly duckling at school. You were like was it a geek?
I was a bit of a geek, yeah. I was
No
really
one
into
fancied you?
No, nobody fancied me. I was kind of like the best friend guy in school. you know, his big goofy teeth and bad dress sense, so I didn't...
That's not all bad, though, is it?
So anyway, yeah, I was just the best friend guy in school, you know. It seemed to me that girls just like the bad boys. I was the guy that girls would come to and say, oh, you know, David's being horrible to me, you know, Chris is being a bastard. And I'd be like, oh, well, dump him and get with me.
None of them did.
It never happened, no. Not until about 18, I think I had my first girlfriend.
Give over.
I won't give over, no.
No?
I won't. No.
Really?
No.
Well, how much of a geek was you? Was you like computer club? Was you playing solitaire?
I think a lot of my friends were, you know, in the back alleys drinking cider and doing what young kids did in my area, and I was just in the house playing, solitaire.
Did you actually talk like this? Hello.
Hello, my name's Steve.
We've actually got a picture of you here as a child. Well, that's not ugly, is it?
Oh, well, I'm like 4 there, I think, you know.
That's not... I was going to say you're a good-looking boy, but this makes me sound a bit sinister. Oh. So when did you start getting good-looking? Was it like puberty?
How am I going to answer that question? Well, I woke one day, looked in the mirror, and this was staring back. I thought, wow.
I don't know.
I can't. That's not a question I can...
No. And you ended up on T4, because I love T4.
It's great. It's perfect Sunday morning TV. And Saturday morning TV, I should add.
No, Sunday morning, I watch you shipwrecked, finish myself off. And then
It was at that point Steve Jones announced his retirement from T4.
What I like about T4 presenters is you don't hold back, do you, on your criticism of like, some of the people you've had on?
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, I'm of the school where if somebody comes on and they're quite rude, totally uninterested in the effort we've made to, you know, create a decent interview, then I'm going to mention it.
Yeah,
why wouldn't
not?
you?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say somebody's great when they've been acting like a bit of a dickhead. You know?
Don't look at me. Did Ian Brown try to knock you out?
Oh, God, yes. He wanted to knock me out after something I said in an interview I did with him once.
He's small, he's like a chimp, and he looks like a chimp.
Yeah, it was pretty horrible. He created a horrible atmosphere, but he hates me with a passion. He saw a friend of mine quite recently on the high street and was shouting at them, tell that lanky C word, if I see him, he's dead. So, if I do die, it's probably Ian Brown. He's murdered me. So, yeah, but, yeah, he hates me with a passion.
Now, there are rumours over the weekend that you're leaving T4.
Oh, no, I'm not leaving T4. I mean...
Now, don't do this to me, like Jordan, where you say, oh, I'm not getting married, and then the next day... I'm leaving T4! No, you make me look an idiot.
No, I promise you, I'm not leaving T4. Channel 4 being fantastic. They know this is kind of a transitory period for me, you know, moving into stuff from the, you know, BBC Saturday night stuff. So, I'm not leaving. I'm just, whenever I can, I present T4.
Because I heard that you might be going to X Factor in America. Now, I would love to see that.
Where did you hear that?
Little birdie told me. Ian Brown. That's got to be the dream job, though.
I mean, well... Yes, it will be the dream job, and that's probably presenting the biggest show on the planet. But, you know, I can't confirm or deny those rumours.
No, well, that's
all I say.
Yes.
But there will be a dream job.
So, you've shaken Simon's hand. We've got to talk women. Because... I'm not saying you've got a reputation, I'm not, but I did see Rihanna putting a man trap outside her dressing room.
I'll just break into the back window. I'm unstoppable.
You dated Hayden, what's her name? Panna Cotta. What's her name? Panna...
We never dated.
You never dated?
We never dated.
Well, look at this picture here. I mean, don't tell me you're playing bingo.
Pictures like that, I mean, I don't know what to say about stuff like that. I mean, basically, if you're going to date people, then I think it's very important you don't really talk about it on TV. I mean,
No.
otherwise you'd never have a girlfriend ever again, because they're like, well, if I date this person, it's going to be on the front of OK magazine with them going, hey, I've been dating.
Yeah.
So I try not to talk about it.
What turns you off in a woman? What don't you like? Tell me, what's the thing? Do you like big breasts, small breasts? Bad breath?
You're like Dr. Frankenstein. You're making a woman backstage.
He likes big tits on there, long legs. They don't sound like C3...
Yes, you bloody do.
Like C3PO?
No, C3...
I was having a nice time, you pissed me off now.
I can tell what I do like.
Yeah, what would you like,
I like a girl with a good sense of humour. I like to laugh. I think that's kind of the reason we're all here, really, just to laugh and be merry. That's what it's all about. So if you can find somebody to share a laugh or two with, you know, I'm in. You got me.
Yeah, good. Oh.
Yeah. That's it.
Just good sense of humour, no.
Good sense of humour. Yeah.
What if they were pig ugly?
These are impossible questions. I mean...
I know. You know. But really, what if she was pig ugly? I'm putting you on this. It's always a pleasure talking to you. Steve Jones, everyone.
Thank you.
My next guest is one of the biggest-selling international artists of the last decade. It's Rihanna. On the slippers?
How are you?
Lovely. Where's the rest of your outfit?
I was hoping you'd have it. What's up? You look nice.
Oh, that was not as nice as you. Look at that.
This is just for you, but then they told me you were gay, so yeah, wrong show.
Oh, I know. Not even semi, sorry. I've got to wish you a happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
When was it again? Saturday?
Yes, it was on the 20th. It was so much fun.
What did you do?
I had a little party with all my friends, and I had a midget stripper. Yeah. She came out to my song, Hard, and she had on a little military camo outfit.
Yeah.
She had a little whip. It was like this big.
We've actually got a little clip. We've got a clip of Bridget the Midget. we have. Have you seen this? Look. Oh, my Lord. Did you even realise this was going to happen?
No, actually. I didn't know that any of it was going to happen, but it was fun.
What was your best present?
Actually, one of my friends, she made me a big book, and I call all my girlfriends hoes. So,
Hoes?
Yeah. So there's like the rock and roll hoe, there's the hair hoe, that's my hairstylist. So she kind of like made us a scrapbook and everybody's name, everybody's picture, all our girlfriends, and like every memory we've had since we've become friends. And it was so awesome. That was my best gift.
Do they like being called hoes?
They love it.
Really?
Yeah. Like, it's kind of strange.
Oh, so do you call you a hoe?
Yeah, they call me hoe, slut,
Oh, we're friends like that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Now, listen. Now, you and Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, you know, you wear all the outrageous clothes. I love it. Do you ever, like, ring each other up and say, you know, what are you wearing tonight? 'Cause I want to wear the orange teapot on my head, please.
Well, Katy Perry and I have actually done that before a couple times. We don't really call each other up the day of events and figure it out. It's usually, like, in advance.
Because you know that Lady Gaga... You're not going to be wearing what Lady Gaga's wearing, are you?
No.
Something's gone very wrong if you're ending up like, oh, my God, I came as a doily. Let's have a look at some of your outfits, because I'm obsessed by... Look at that.
That's one of my favorite looks that we ever did. The military hat, instead of the hairnet on the head, hairnet on the eyes.
I know.
And then the gloves with the nails on them.
Because I thought that might actually be Bridget the Midget's garter. And when she'd climbed up your body, she'd left it up there. Now, there's this one scares me. The one with the barbed wire. Look, it must have hurt. Didn't it hurt?
No, it wasn't real barbed wire.
Oh!
No, it was rubber. It was all like...
Oh, right.
Really thick.
But you've got a nipple ring as well, hasn't it? Did that get caught on the barbed wire?
No.
So I was thinking, you know, that shaky hand game, we have to try and get it out without getting a shock. With your breast. No, because I'm thinking of getting some piercings.
Where?
Downstairs.
My nipple didn't hurt as much as that's gonna hurt.
You reckon?
I mean, I don't know what it will feel like, but I can only imagine, like, if teeth hurt, you know.
Yeah, I know. But the trouble is, I get a bit bored round the house, and I just thought... I was looking at it the other day, and I thought, you know, it could do with a bit of freshening up.
Nice way of freshening up your penis.
Yeah! Now, but you know, with piercings, does it improve the sensation? Because that's what I want to know.
It does, and I didn't know that until I got it.
Oh.
I didn't really do that for sexual reasons or anything.
No.
I just did it because it looked kind of cool, and I wanted a piercing there.
Yeah.
And then, surprise!
There you go.
Fun.
No, your new album's out. I love it.
Thank you.
But you've gone all rocky. You've been like listening to Black Sabbath and like getting, oh, you know,
Actually,
rocking out.
I listened to a lot of hip hop and rock and roll when I was making this album. Definitely listened to a lot of Kings of Leon.
Oh, I
and
love them.
the thing I liked about that was the real element of real music, live instruments, where everything didn't sound mechanical or, you know, machine operated. I just wanted it to sound real, which I love.
Yeah. I mean, I was reading for all the thank yous at the back, and you actually thank your boobies. Is that right?
No.
It's their love, I saw it.
Actually, that's the friend. It was Sonia. She is the friend who made me the scrapbook. And...
Boobies hoe.
Yeah, Boobies hoe. You got it already.
I got it. Boobies hoe. I feel so
quick.
shit.
Oh. Yeah, she always flashes her tits. No matter where we are, no matter where we are.
Does she have a pierced nipple?
No.
No, so they're au naturel.
But she does have tattoos all the way up here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Of
You want
what?
to do that too?
Yeah. Well, between my tits, they're not that big.
I was thinking downstairs.
Oh, downstairs.
Isn't it downstairs you want to do the business?
You know what I was thinking?
That is a nice freshen up. A tattoo.
Yeah. What about a dog's head and it looks like it's got a sausage in its mouth? That's good.
That's creative. What about your head?
Yeah. Oh, so I'm eating a sausage. Your latest single's quite filthy, the lyrics, isn't it?
It's kind of sassy.
Oh, it's sexy, but a bit like...
Sassy.
It is sexy and sassy. Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, is you big enough?
When we wrote the song, it was kind of a freestyle.
Yeah.
But I liked the West Indian influence that the music had, and I just went in the booth, they were already jotting down some ideas, and that came to me. I just ran in there with one of the writers, and we started coming up with this in the studio. And now when people read it back to me like that, come here, rude boy, is you big enough? It does sound so disgusting, but it's...
Well, well, I'm reading the bloody lyrics in the book, and then it says, I'd like to thank boobies. I don't know where to look. This woman's obsessed with sex.
Actually, this part was just supposed... The hook, rude boy, was just supposed to be the intro.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was so catchy that we made it
catchy.
the hook.
It's so catchy. You're like walking around the shop with me basket going, rude boy, can you get it up? Is it big enough? Rude boy. You're sort of going back to your roots with this dancehall feel, aren't you? Is that something you really wanted to do?
I just went with it because it fit the right songs, so I just had fun.
Can you show me some proper dancehall moves?
Can I show you one?
Yeah, can you show me here? Can you show me, because I want... Because I love Rude Boy, but I'm standing there and I don't really know the moves, so I need to know the bogle. What's that?
The bogle?
Yeah.
All right, so your feet could be anywhere, but it's really all in the upper body.
Yeah, is that
Hey.
good? Oh!
See, it's kind of like just two guns.
Yeah, two guns.
Yeah, like two guns. Gangster,
Pull the
you
trigger.
got gangster.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that though.
Yeah.
That was ill.
That was ill. That was ill.
Wasn't that ill?
What about the butterfly? The butterfly.
You know the butterfly. You already. Ah!
I want to know the dirty wine.
The dirty wine, you need hair.
Oh,
You need hair for the dirty wine.
Oh, I want to do the dirty wine.
But all you gotta do is swing your head around.
Swing it.
Like a lot.
Like that.
Like a lot of times.
Dirty wine. Oh.
The head.
Oh, dirty
You know
wine.
how to do it. You know how to do it. Okay, like pretend.
Let me have some music so I get into the boot.
Yeah, some music.
Yeah.
Hey!
Dirty wine.
Move his head. Push it.
Rihanna, you go and
so
get...
much fun.
That was so much. You got to go and perform now.
After that,
Rihanna, everyone, give it up for Rihanna. That's it for tonight's show. A massive thank you to Courtney Love, Steve Jones, and of course the wonderful Rihanna.
Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, is you big enough? Take it, baby, baby, take it, love it. Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, is you big enough? Take it, baby, take it, love it. Tonight I'ma let you be the captain. Tonight I'ma let you do your thing, yeah. Tonight I'ma let you be a rider. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, babe. Tonight I'ma let it be fire. Tonight I'ma let you take me higher. Tonight, baby, we could get it on, yeah. We could get it on, yeah. Do you like it, boy? I want, what you want, give it to me, baby, like boom, boom, boom. What I want is what you want, nah, nah. Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, is you big enough? Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, is you big enough? Tonight I'ma give it to you harder. Tonight I'ma take your body out. Relax, let me do it how I wanna. If you got it, I need it, and I'ma put it down. Buckle up, I'ma give it to you stronger. Hands up and go a little longer. Tonight I'ma get a little crazy, baby. Boy, I want what you want. Give it to me, baby, like boom, boom, boom. Boy, I want is what you, nah, nah. Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, is you big enough? Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, is you big enough? I like the way you touch me, babe. I like the way you pull my hair, baby.
Welcome to Alan Carr, Chatty Man. What a week it's been. Oh, the details of Cheryl and Ashley's divorce are beginning to emerge. Oh. Cheryl has said she's not interested in his money but wants to keep the house. You can't blame her, can you? It's about the only one left in the country that Ashley hasn't had regular sex in. Oh, it's true. And of course, Ashley started feeling sorry for himself. My life is ruined. Oh. Come on, keep it in perspective. You're losing a beautiful wife and a beautiful home, but not your mobile phone reception. Talking about naughty footballers, what about all the fuss about Wayne Bridge not shaking John Terry's hand? Did you see that? Yes. Well, that's smooth. I wouldn't have shaken it. No, I wouldn't. Nothing to do with principle. I just know where it's been. I would have worn a marigold. Are we all looking forward to Simon Cowell's wedding? What about his mum? She said she wants Simon to have a low-key wedding in a local village church. Oh, no way. Low-key? I want Simon to train Louis Walsh to run up the aisle with the rings on a cushion on his head. Do you? It's the rings, to be sure. I'm just glad it's not the groom who has to walk up the aisle. I mean, it'd be hard for Simon to maintain his dignity with Sunita wrapped round his leg. Fuck off! Go away! Get off! I can't wait for Simon's speech. It'd be great. I'd like to say that the bridesmaids look radiant, but I can't. That was some of the worst bridesmaiding I have ever seen. But I like you. I'm putting you through to the buffet queue. Yes. What a lineup we have for you tonight. They're as much a part of my Saturday night routine as my Weight Watchers meal for one and 2.5 bottles of Tia Maria. It's Ant and Dec. She only agreed to come on the show after I had a tantrum and wet my pants. Super nanny Joe Frost will be on my sofa. But first, he sings, he dances, he acts. He really is the full package. And if I know him, we'll see that as well. Please welcome the multi-talented John Barrowman!
Done wonders with this place.
I know, it's lovely, isn't it? Look at that. Hey, have you been on the old sunbed, love? You've gone too far. What's up?
There was a spray paint can in the garage, and I asked Scott to sort it out. No, I've just come back from Antigua.
Oh, thank God. Someone's been to Tantastic.
No, wait. Would you believe this is Factor 30 I wore? And it's still that color. Isn't it great? Yeah.
Lovely. Would you like a nice drink?
Please. Oh, is it? It's my favorite, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meths.
Oh, you know me too well, dear.
I got your rider. Meths, and more meths. Well, congratulations are in order. I hear someone's going to Wisteria Lane.
Yes.
You've done a part in Desperate Housewives.
No, I'm looking forward to it. It's the first time I've played a villain.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a real bad guy in it. So I've read the first script, And within 3 minutes, not even 3 minutes of me being on, within about 30 seconds of me being on, you know exactly what my character's about because my jaw dropped when I read what I'm supposed to do.
Because the thing is, when you're a villain, you know, because I'm addicted to Desperate Housewives, you know, you're going to come round with cookies and then by the third programme, you're burying someone in the garden and it's like...
Well, you just have to wait and see. But it's the Mark Cherry who is the head writer and also the producer and the creator. Basically, he is Desperate Housewives. He said to me that he wanted to write something different for me. He wanted me to be very evil in it, and he said that I will affect all of the women in Wisteria Lane. So, how cool that I go in as a guest star, you know, one bit for 6 episodes,
amazing.
and then get to hopefully work with all of them.
First started. Now, is your cat...
Like that. Brie.
Oh, I love Brie.
Gabriella Solis, watch out, honey, because John Barrowman's on the lane.
Yes. I can see your villains very menacing. Can you throttle someone with jazz hands? Why are you doing this, John? I'm gonna high kick you to death. My God.
I mean, come on.
That's so amazing. Now, is your character gay or straight, do you know?
He's straight.
He's straight. Oh,
Yeah,
that'll be a challenge. I mean, as one door opens, another one closes. You're not doing Over the Rainbow, Andrew Lloyd Webber's new show.
I know, sorry. Sorry, but they waited too long to ask me.
Really?
Yeah.
You're perfect for Finding Dorothy.
Tell me about it! The BBC wanted me to do it, but the independent production company who are doing it for them now, we told them what was happening. We waited and waited and waited. Desperate Housewives came along.
Yeah.
We told them this was happening. We could have negotiated into the contract. I was going to fly myself back at the weekends to do the show.
Yeah.
They never asked. They didn't ask till Christmas, and I'd already accepted Desperate Housewives.
Oh. But what's this about poor Denise, though?
Well...
Being sacked and she's pregnant and everything.
Well, she wasn't sacked. I don't think she wasn't sacked. What I'm probably not the right person to comment on this because I'll never be pregnant. So I don't know.
No, you've got an album out, John Barrowman.
Yeah, it was an easy title, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's amazing. How do you think of these things? And now you're doing all show tunes?
All show tunes. There's songs that mean something to me, that relate to a moment or a change in my life. So it's an album that comes from my heart rather than just random choices and stuff like that.
We've actually got a clip of it here.
Do
Let's
you?
have a look. Yes, yes.
The loser standing small beside the victory. That's her destiny.
Melt them out.
I try my best.
You look a bit like Hugh Grant. Do you think you looked a bit Hugh Grant in that?
Chatty.
You did.
No, there's been a few things said recently that someone said I'm trying to look like Hugh Grant. The reason my hair is longer and it's not the same color as it was in that, Desperate Housewives don't want me to cut or color my hair. So I've got, if you looked up really close, if you go in, look, I'm gonna show you something. I've got gray hair.
Oh my God, you're a silver fox.
I know. I've been dyeing my hair for years, but so that's why it's floppy and moppy.
Now you and your partner Scott are gonna have kids. Is that right?
We'd like to. Yeah.
I don't understand. How does it?
Let me show you.
Oh my God! I don't want a grey-haired baby.
Never mind.
So what are you gonna do?
Well, we'd love to adopt, but if we were going to adopt also, we would adopt from this country. And I know there's a lot of kids out there, and we're not talking babies. We actually would look for some kids from maybe 5, even up into as a teenager. And I don't care, you know what, it's my soapbox a little bit, but I don't give a shit what anybody else says. If it's a man and a man, a woman and a woman, or a man and a woman, or a single mom or a single dad, if it's a loving home, then no one should stand in the way of adopting children.
Now, these kids, will you audition the kids?
Yes.
Yes, can you tap? Sorry, next! Can you... Oh, he can tap. Listen, he looks good. Can you sing? No, next!
Will you be looking for a child that looks like this, maybe? That's John as a child. Look at that.
You know, I remember that picture. The day that it was being taken, my teacher, she came up to me right before it and went... and smoothed my hair down. And to this day, if anyone comes up and touches my hair, it drives me nuts, and I think that was the moment.
You know what? Because I looked at that picture, and that looks just like me when I was a kid. Honest, have a look at me when I was young. Look at this. We look quite... That's quite similar, isn't it?
Oh, my, that is really weird.
That's uncanny, isn't it?
Except you had a lot better hair than I did.
Yeah, but your teeth were better than mine. And I'm thinking there, I'm going to kill my dentist. Well, so when's Desperate Housewives on again? When will we see it?
We'll see it in this country end of May.
Well, I can't wait to see it, so...
I'm totally excited.
Has he been brilliant, everyone? John Barrowman! Ant and Dec and Ellie Goulding will be here soon. First, though, my next guest is tough but caring, like a well-meaning dominatrix. Please be on your best behaviour for Super Nanny, Jo Frost. Hello, love. What was that music?
Oh, Mary J. Blige. I love her.
Oh.
Love her music.
She's singing next week.
Is she?
Yeah, come back on the show.
Fabulous. I've just taken 11 hours to get here.
Where have you been?
LA.
Was there any screaming kids on the plane?
Yeah, there was, you know.
Oh, do you know what I do? Put your leg out when they're running up the aisle.
No, but do you know what's happened now? It doesn't matter what airline I go on. Literally, the flight attendants now tell everybody that I'm on the plane. So I've become like, you know, the bogeyman. They're like, you know, so have a great flight. And by the way, Super Nanny's on board.
Oh, where'd you put the kids? On the naughty wing? Get out!
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's have a drink, love. What do you want?
Oh, my God, look. Advocaat.
Now, someone I know likes Advocaat.
Oh, that's Snowball. I used to have that when I was younger.
Oh, how classy.
Oh, my God.
So how do you make a snowball?
A little bit this, to about here, and then lemonade. Have you got any
I've
lemonade?
got lemonade. I went to the shops
look
earlier.
at you.
I mean, what was you like as a kid? Were you naughty?
I was a pretty good kid until I became a teenager, and then, like...
And addicted to snowballs.
Yeah. And I'd, like, break the boundaries by coming in late and, you know, make up some cock and bull story about buses breaking down. And, you know, one time, a friend of... Me and my friend, we decided that we'd go to... What are you doing there?
It was going over.
I got moustache.
Yeah, you are.
You're a class act.
No, the cleaner don't come in till next week. So you were like... So you were like a bit naughty with the old curfew and coming in.
Yeah, curfew wasn't good, and then I'd be grounded and I wouldn't be allowed to go to a party, or the worst would be I could go, but I would have to come in really early, and then it would be embarrassing because everybody was allowed to stay out late and I couldn't, you know?
My dad was like that, to come back early, and he just looked such a loser, didn't you?
Yeah, you just look like it's just embarrassing. Yeah.
So how did your parents punish you? Did you get a... Because I got the slipper. And I'm going to be... I think it didn't do me any harm. I think kids now need a good old whack.
No. I know. Do you know what, though? It's an old school thought, right? So many people that are our age will turn around and say, well, we got smacked and it didn't do us any harm. But the reality is that you can actually discipline your children, and if you just put boundaries in place and you continue to execute that, then the kids know from the start. If you're going to be really passive and just not be assertive enough to put in those benchmarks and say, look, this is give and take. This is what we expect from you. But at the same time...
Oh, I don't know.
You don't agree?
I think it's a load of bollocks.
You don't agree?
I think a blood... Thank you. National service, that's what they need. Even if they're 4, send them to war. That's a good catchphrase. I mean, and you know what? If you don't like eating them, Chinese burn. And when you're doing this Super Nanny, have you come across any kids who've been brought up by wolves? That would make a great Christmas special.
It would. It'd be like a 2-hour.
Yeah, a feral special.
Can you imagine teaching them, like, table manners and stuff like that?
No.
Or, like, you know, just to go and take a pee in the toilet. It'd be a nightmare.
It would have to be a 2-hour special, wouldn't it, love?
It would. I wouldn't be able to do what I do. I mean, there's no way.
Using the naughty step as a scratching post.
I know.
Who do you blame? I mean, there's been a lot, if I can talk seriously, you know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of recently in the news. I mean, kids not just being naughty, but being evil. I mean, who do you blame for the way these children turn out?
Well, I think you've got to look at all angles, Alan. I mean, you know, the fact that I've, you know, done this new show that's out now, you know, the Extreme Parental Guidance show really pulls everything from different angles. I mean, the show allows me to kind of investigate and talk to professionals and to really do experiments and to listen to so many people. So it's not so much that I'm actually going in and saying, this is what we need to do, but that we start to question from all different sides, because I want to really be able to empower the parent with all this information so they can start to make their decisions about where it's coming from. But, you know, the show looks at so much more. It's a bigger picture, you know?
It's that body image, isn't it? And also, like, you know, computer games and violence and everything.
Yeah, I mean, you know, one of the experiments that I did, you know, showed that 6 and 9-year-olds are wanting to be 3 times thinner than what they are, than their healthy weight that they are already. And you've got to look at the responsibility in how we start to influence our young children as they're growing up.
We've got a clip from next week's episode. Let's have a look.
So how far have you ever got before you've caved in?
About 3 o'clock in the morning.
And you caved at 3?
Yeah.
OK, looks like I'm in for a long night then.
I'm gonna be sick! I'm gonna be sick!
She's playing the sick card.
At 1 a.m, 4 hours after beginning bedtime, Mum places a sleeping page into her own bed for the first time in 6 years.
Well, you could have got that same result by giving her a couple of snowballs.
What, yeah. A couple of aspirin would have done fine.
Good job I'm not doing Super Nanny, innit? I'll be like, have this, I'll just pop this in your bottle. You're rich, famous and gorgeous. How come you're still single?
Truthfully, I mean, I spend 2 weeks with a family and then I'm on a plane again. You know, and I'm not a member of the Mahai Club, so, you know, forget about it. It's not happening.
Oh. Have you ever gone into a house and sort of seen, like, a fit husband and you've gone... sort of gone with the kids, do you want a new mummy?
Oh, you shouldn't be together. No, I have worked with incredibly good-looking families. You know, definitely, but no, none of that hand, rock the cradle, none of that, no.
No. What sort of man are you looking for?
It's got, like, kids, to say the least.
Oh, of course,
yeah,
love.
to say the least. And confident, really. I think the biggest misinterpretation of me is because everyone, you know, knows that famous, iconic picture of, like, the sassy skirt and the red lips.
Yeah.
You know, and there was that whole talk about she's really into S&M and stuff like that, you know, I think people think that I just kind of want to control everything and...
You're saying that, but I blame Channel 4 because the way they dress you up, I mean, you look like some bloody prison warden who's, like, like looking for sex on a lunch break. You turn up there, I mean, they should change it like Super Punani. That would be good, wouldn't it? Thank you so much for coming on. Joe Frost,
Thank you for
everyone.
having me.
That's brilliant. Ellie Goulding will be here soon. First, though, they're the latest in a long line of great British double acts. Morecambe and Wise, Little and Large, Holland and Barrett. Please welcome Ant and Dec.
Lovely.
They love you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Here, do you want a drink?
Oh, what you got? Yes.
Well, you Geordies, you love an Alco pop. We got a wicked. Nuki Brown.
I'll have some of that.
Oh, yeah. Do you want a Nuki Brown?
I can't drink that stuff.
Really one?
It gives us the
Tommy Tits.
the tummy tits. Yeah.
Mad Dog?
Oh, Mad Dog, yeah. Mad Dog 2020, yeah, I'll have one of them.
Oh. Now, do you wanna put it in a glass or?
Well, you normally have like a half-pint glass, like a little half-pint curved
Like
glass.
a little
That's
schooner.
what I'm doing.
Oh. A little schooner.
I'll have the bottle, love.
Yeah,
You're not
have
gonna...
the bottle. Stop being a puff. There you go.
Thank you.
There you go. Run out of glasses.
That's
there you
all right,
go,
look,
love.
look at
Oh, well,
that.
thanks for coming on my show. It's a real
Pleasure.
honour.
Any good?
No.
Now, you're not sitting like... Yes, you are, innit?
We are, we're the right way around, aren't we?
Ant and Dec.
Yes.
Because you always do that, don't you? Have you ever done it the other way around, Dec and Ant?
Yeah, unintentionally.
Yeah.
But like, not on TV, but we do kind of, you know, when we go to the pub and stuff, sometimes we do. we don't get the wrong way around, come on, let's swap over.
That'd be a bit mad, wouldn't it, if you were like that?
But sometimes you do kind of unintentionally sit this way in the pub and people come over and they go, hey, they even sit the right way around in the pub. It's like, well, we don't, but it does happen like that.
Yeah. I mean, how close are you? Are you genuinely as close as you come across on the telly? Yeah.
Yeah, we met on the set of Back to Grove when we were 13. Well, I didn't expect that.
No, I didn't.
Not for a woo, but thanks.
Lot of biker fans in, lot of biker fans in.
And then we've been friends ever since. And we both got booted out when we were about 18. I went first. PJ went blind.
Yeah.
And had to leave.
Oh, I forgot about PJ going blind.
PJ went blind.
He took his goggles off for paintballing. You should never do that.
No, well, no.
Shut the eyes. And we left.
I mean, Jeff did his best, but he wasn't on the scene quick enough.
Duncan took it hard.
Duncan took it hard.
He
Duncan
can't see, man. And then eventually Duncan had to leave.
Yeah.
But we got called into the producer's office. We both got to like 17, 18, and they said, look, we know you're the most popular characters in the show at the moment. We're like, yeah, great. And like, you get loads of fan mail. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
We're going to write you out. Oh, that's not so good. They said people of 17 and 18 don't normally hang around youth clubs. And if they do, there's something wrong with them.
Yeah, no, I know, yeah.
So I'm afraid that's it. We're going to have to write you out. So we were devastated, absolutely devastated. That was the end of it for us, end of our TV career. But we carried on being friends and then lots of...
How did they drop the blind storyline on you? As you go out, well, here's a stick.
No, PG
and Goldie.
PG left to go to a blind school. And then Duncan followed to work as a helper in the next...
It's not quite as a dramatic exit, is it, really?
No. I'm off to a blind school. There's loads of lovely music. Yeah, I'm going to help them.
I'll be a helper.
Because is it true you even bought a house next door?
Well, when we first moved to London about 10 years ago, we bought houses that were 2 doors apart in a little kind of development, and we lived there for about 10 years. Then I got married to Lisa, and he moved away. It was a very sad day. He flew the nest.
What did he say to you? I'm going blind.
I'm going to be a helper.
So they left and they moved far away, round the corner. So then a couple of years later, there was a house for sale in their street, so I bought that.
It's Virgin on the Stalker. It's really
that's what I'm thinking.
So I went out 3 doors away. So we are kind of moving further apart. We were 2 doors, now we're 3 doors.
Yeah.
But we live in the same street now.
Yeah. What about other people like in between you? Don't they think it's a bit weird? Like, Ant and Dec.
Well, our houses are the right way around, so they never
are
get
they?
confused.
Ant and Dec, even your houses?
Yeah. So if you're on the street, we made sure we had houses the right way around.
And how's it going with your girlfriend, Georgie?
Yeah, very nice, very good. Yeah, very nice.
We've got a picture of her, haven't we? You do look good together. Don't they look lovely?
Stop it.
What would happen if Ant didn't like your girlfriend?
She'd be out.
Really?
Oh, yeah. She'd be out. There's no way it would work. It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Just, she'd be out.
Has any...
I've got something to say. Hate to bring it up with Alan Carr.
Has any lucky girl ever had a bit of little Ant and a bit of little Dec? No, I'm just wondering, because you're always together, is it?
Yeah.
Never. Even back in the pop days, we never...
We've never...
It's not for the one to try. No, we never. We've kind of gone. We've always gone for different women anyway.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That was never
Oh, that's good.
a worry.
I mean, you've been together for 21 years now.
Yeah.
What's the longest you've been away from each other?
The longest we've probably been apart is kind of when we go on holidays or over Christmas, when we go back and see our families and stuff. So probably 2 or 3 weeks, maybe, would be the most.
2 or 3 weeks.
Well, it's not. It's never intentional. It's just we're
No.
always working together, and you know we love each other's company. We're all best pals.
Yeah.
When we're not working, we go out and socialise and we're around each other's houses, and we just get on. You know, a lot of people don't believe it, but we do. We get on very well, so we just like being around each other.
But have you ever been anywhere and... Have you been anywhere and, like, Ant sort of turned up and he's gone, oh, you're here?
Or like on his honeymoon or something.
Yeah.
Fancy seeing you? I'll just unpack, shall I?
I mean, do you come as a pair? Because I'm not being rude, Dec, but I did only want Ant on the show.
I did try and have a word in the car. It's never the right time to bring it up, is it?
I know.
And suddenly we're here.
It's when you live 2 doors away from each other. It's the old. Where's he going?
Did you like cling on the axle like Cape Fear?
It's like in Terminator 2 where he's on.
Because I heard something. Because I heard something that you've actually got an insurance policy out, haven't you? That if one of you parks it, then you get a big payout.
We've insured each other, yeah. So if Ant was to die in horrific circumstances, then I'd be quids in. I'd be in the money. It would be like winning the lottery. Seriously, it would.
Yeah.
It would.
Christ, you'd be there with your champagne.
Yeah.
Someone with a massive check.
Yeah. So, you know, it would be sad, but every cloud.
Credit crunch and all that.
Well, exactly, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if one of you did... I don't mean to be morbid, but if one of you did die, who would you choose to work with?
God.
I
don't know.
Go on. Yeah?
I'd look to... I mean, you know, I'd look to replace Ant with somebody probably who looked fairly similar, who... so people wouldn't know the difference.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, maybe like a David Cameron or...
Shut up! Shut up!
Now what about the hair? I like the hair!
Or Ricky Gervais.
Shut up! Do you know,
or Hitler, the early years.
I've had them all.
No, I like it. Well, Push the Button started this weekend.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
No, I loved it.
Good,
thank you.
It's a cross between Generation Game and Going for Gold. You know, with that going for gold.
The heat is on.
The time is right. It's time for you to play the game. Yeah.
People are coming. Everyone's trying to be the best that they can when they're going for gold.
Yeah!
How did the first show go?
It went very well. You know you're onto a good show, because every week, the families who play the show, there's 2 families that go head-to-head, they don't know they're on the show until we surprise them on a Monday morning. We turn up at their work or their home, and we turned up at this house in Warrington, and there was a girl in there, 16-year-old Lucy Beth, and she screamed the house down, rang the rest of the family, said, come round, we've made Push the Button. Our sister came round, and wobbled so much her chicken fillets fell out. And it was at that moment I thought, oh, it's going to be a good show this week. So you know you're onto a winner. But they're brilliant families. It went very well. Very pleased with it.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it's great. We've actually got a clip here. Let's take a look.
This is how to yodel, yodelady, yodelady, yodelady. This is how to yodel, yodelady, yodelady, yodelady. 1, 2,
I mean, the thing is...
What was he thinking?
I know, but the people who vote for that in the audience, there's 100 people.
Yeah.
He got 100 votes for him, so even the people who came with the other family
voted for him.
That's nice, isn't it? Yeah. And you just finished the Britain's Got Talent.
Yes.
The audition.
We've done the auditions. We've got them down to now the final kind of 40, around 40 acts. We've got them down to the final 40 now. We've seen them, so...
Any good ones?
There are some good ones.
We've got a favourite. I'm not going to tell you who, but there's a definite... We've got a definite favourite. See if you can work it out when it comes to the shows.
Yeah. But is it favourite because it's talented or favourite because it's cuckoo? No. There's a big difference, isn't there?
Favourite because of talent and story and everything else. But it's because we never know what they do. When they're stood in the wings, we say to the producers, don't tell us, we'll just interview them. It's better just finding out, and naturally when you're doing an interview.
Yeah.
And you...
And that was what was lovely about that Susan Boyle moment. You know, we didn't know that she was any good. We thought she was just this little kind of middle-aged lady from a small town in Scotland, and she came over and she was a little bit kind of crazy, you know. We had a laugh with her.
But that's her quality.
That was her quality. We had a laugh with her in the wings, and then she walked on and gave it the old, I dreamed a dream of times gone by. And oh, my God.
Yeah.
And it was...
Because it was you, Ant, that said, you didn't expect that, did you? Yeah. No one did, though, did they? Because we were all getting, like, they're playing that music. And I'm like, oh, gee, it's gonna be crap. Here we go. Mum, come and watch this.
And because of that clip that's been on YouTube with me going, you didn't expect that, did you? People have recognised me all around the world now. Like I was in Dubai over New Year, and this bloke came over, this little kid come over in Burger King. And I was really hungover. It was me and the missus. And you know, you want something just a bit stodgy, and you think, got the cap on her. It's Susan Boyle, boy. He said, I'd rather not be known as that. In Dubai, is that how they know me? So I've tried to say something.
It could have been worse. Ricky Gervais. Weren't they brilliant? Ant and Dec, everyone. That's it for tonight's show. A massive thank you to John Barrowman, Joe Frost, and, of course, Ant and Dec. Now we're starry-eyed, it's Ellie Goulding.
everybody's story. Oh, where my body goes.
Alan Carr, Chatty Man. What a week it's been. It was Oscar night on Sunday where Catherine Bigelow's film Hurt Locker pipped ex-husband James Cameron's Avatar for Best Film. What a relief. When I read Hurt Wife Beats Off Ex-Husband, my first reaction was, no, Cheryl, step away from Ashley. He's a wrong 'un, isn't he? Oh. Of course, Catherine Bigelow is the first woman ever to win Best Director. Right on, sisters. Though when her name was read out, I was half expecting them to say, sadly, Catherine can't be with us tonight. She's outside trying to parallel park. Yeah, what are they like, eh, lads? Oh, yeah. Poor James Cameron, he looked crushed, didn't he? To be fair, though, that girl from Precious was sitting on his lap at the time. Did you see when she leant over to Martin Scorsese and said, are you eating all that, Butterkist? Which reminds me, Crufts started today. I went to Crufts. I did. Gave it all this. I was there. That was me running for the bus. I haven't even got a dog. My chihuahua was in my bum bag. I went there, though. Those show dogs are frisky. They're frisky. It's all right when a chihuahua humps your leg, you can kick it off, but when it's a Great Dane, you have to lie there and take it. I flicked my iPod onto a power ballad and let nature take its course. Good doggy. Great news. Apparently, Amy Winehouse and Blake Filder-Civil are going to remarry. Oh. There won't be a dry nose in the house. Amy's dad, Mitch, will be giving her away. Well, you wouldn't get anything for her, would you? You should see the wedding list. You can't get the stuff from John Lewis. You have to ring a guy called Tyrone and he turns up on a moped and gives it to you. What a lineup we have for you tonight. She's talking love life, LA nightlife, and life behind bars. Lindsay Lohan is here. The average Boyle is unpleasant, unsightly, and definitely unfunny. This one is different, though. Frankie Boyle will be joining me. And the Grammy Award-winning, platinum-selling Queen of R&B, Mary J. Blige, is singing live. Now the judges' scores are in, and it's a perfect 6 all round. Please welcome the stars of Dancing on Ice, Torvill and Dean. Look at that, they love you.
They're lovely.
Torvill and Dean on my settee. Oh, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
Would you like a... Not that comfortable. Would you like a drink?
No, we're sports people still.
No.
Yeah.
You don't want anything from me, Glenn? When you hear that, does it make you want to...
Drop to your knees.
You'll be in a lift hearing that, and then you'll suddenly go...
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, I've been loving Dancing on Ice.
Thank you.
It's
You
been
enjoy
great,
it?
hasn't it?
Oh, it's
very
brilliant.
exciting.
We're really excited. The show that just was on air was really amazing. The way that Hayley came out and delivered that number.
All those 6s.
Yeah, so early. It was the first time, it's the earliest we've ever had a whole row of 6s in all the series, and this is the 5th series.
I mean, I feel sorry for Sunita.
Oh, yes, it was a shame. Yeah.
I mean, I love Sunita, but she could at least... I mean, had she done any practice? It was like... She almost looked surprised that the floor was slippy. She's like... Ice? She's like... I mean, didn't you have a word with her and say, look, love, it is Dancing on Ice?
There was a clue in the title, yeah. No, she actually was really good. She had great lines and she took a position. It was great, but she didn't get hot, did she?
No, we always wanted
Never
her to...
broke
like,
out in a sweat.
No.
She was always very laid back and she wouldn't rush around anywhere. And I think that's why she's so beautiful to watch. And she, you know, it was just so unfortunate that they had that one little mistake and, you know, I wouldn't have expected her to go out so soon. But, yeah, she told me, I saw her after and she said she was keeping on skating, so...
Oh,
yes.
I wonder if maybe she can walk now. One step at a time, Sunita. What was Heather Mills like?
Heather was lovely, I have to say. You know, in view of her disability, she never complained. She was always there working hard. Anything we asked her to do, she tried it or she'd figure out a way to make it happen. And yeah, she was great to work with. We had lots of laughs as well.
Yeah, and she would laugh about it, you know. She'd always say, I've got a spare on the side there if anything went wrong. When she did,
really?
She would turn up with her...
2 or 3 legs.
Two or three legs?
She has to.
One with the skate on, one with the trainer on, and one for a spare.
She should have given Sunita one of the spares. She might have done better. You're off on the Dancing on Ice tour soon, aren't you?
April the 8th, all over the country. It's going to be really exciting because I think we've got somebody from all of the finals that we've done on Dancing on Ice will be competing on the night, and it's a new competition every night. That's what makes it exciting.
Yeah.
And there's going to be Ray Quinn out there, and Hayley's going to be out
He
there.
was brilliant. Ray was brilliant.
Ray was brilliant, and Chris Fountain.
Yeah. Do you ever get any of the rubbish skaters, like, ringing up saying, hey, where's the tour? So, like, say Sunita rang up and was like, hey, I'm free in Liverpool. I want my skate. Did you watch the Winter Olympics?
Some. We've been quite busy over the last weeks, but we caught some of the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you going to talk about?
Do you think we should stop going?
Yeah,
No, I mean it in a nice way.
We didn't get any medals in ice skating, but we got one in the skeleton, didn't we? We did with the young girl. She
It's a long way to go for one gold, though, Jane.
You know what? There's a lot of seeds being planted, and in future Olympics, I'm sure we're going to get champions coming through.
Do you think it's the British attitude to snow? Because, you know, we had the winter... No, listen, we had the worst winter ever, don't we?
Yeah.
All the other European countries, hey, let's go slaloming, let's go skiing, yeah, illusion. What are we like? Oh, we better grit the patio. What's the first thing you do? Pull a sickie. Not coming in, it's snowing. And then we stay in too. We stay in for weeks.
True.
So when the winter's like, what do? You like, yeah, snow.
Actually, I do like the snow,
Yeah.
but you know, if you've got to get to work and stuff, it can be a problem. But
Very
we were in the studio most of the time, so it didn't really affect us, did we?
Right.
I love the snow. I love seeing it all white and crisp and even.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, I sort of see your point. There's a lot of talk about this Olympic village. What's it like in the village? Because I've never been in the village. No, but, you hear about it. What's it like?
The first village we went in...
1980, wasn't it?
It was in Lake Placid in upstate New York, and it was a prison. No, it was
It was
a
going
prison.
to be a prison. It was a new building, but it was going to be a prison, a women's prison.
The rooms were as wide, just about 2 widths of your shoulders, and they sort of came in like a pie shape like that. And only one could get in and out the door at any time. And there were no doors on the toilets or anything like that.
Are you sure it wasn't a travel lodge?
You said that, not me.
Now, you won gold in 1984, and Dancing on Ice didn't start until 2006. What did you do in between? That's a lot.
We turned professional, and between 84 and 94, we were performing. We formed our own company of skaters, performed around the world, didn't we? A lot of work in Australia as well, America. And then we decided to go back and have another go at the Olympics in 94 because they were allowing amateurs to go back and compete. So we did.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
No, and that bloody rock and roll medley one. That rock and those
well
Germans.
done, yeah. No, they were Russian, but it was rock
Same
and roll.
thing.
Yeah.
Foreigners speaking. I've said it, we're all thinking it, I've said it. Now, I know one thing you did in between, and I love, this is one of my favourite albums.
Oh, my God.
It's the Torvill and Dean.
I'm leaving
Here
now.
We stand now. No, listen. Listen, it is... Honestly, don't hear me out, honestly. I gave it a 6 out of 1,000. Now, I love this one. Cinderella Rockefeller. This is one of my favourite
You're going to play it, aren't you?
Listen to. Oh, please. Listening is believing. Oh, it's lovely.
I love your eyes. I love your chin. Say it again. I love your chinny chin chin.
Oh, that was...
That is a prized possession.
It's a
You cannot
collector's
find
item.
that.
No, well, we found it.
There were only 3 ever made, and we've got 2 of them.
How many did it sell? Did it sell loads?
Well, it was... No, it was
You're
only...
saying it seriously, aren't you?
It was only produced in Australia. It never made it to this country.
wonder
so
why.
thank you.
No, I love it. I've always got it on. Now, you've described your partnership as like a marriage without sex. How close have you come to doing No, aren't they? Are they? How close?
How close?
Lance?
You know,
Kiss?
it's we're the best
accidental
and best
breast
of friends. None of that. Well, when we're skating, you know, you're always having to
very
hold.
intimate when
It's
you're
very.
skating.
You ask all our partners on the show, they have to. You have to get very close because the lifts and the holds do require you going through certain manoeuvres.
I know. Well, look at this one. I mean, that's.
That was a comedy number.
That was halfway through the movement, and we didn't end up like that.
Well, I don't know. Last time I saw something like was that in an Amsterdam window? Yeah.
There are things that you regret, aren't there?
No. I mean, so when is the tour starting?
Starts April the 8th.
Yeah, we start in Sheffield, but we go all around the country. In London, we're at the O2, so we're looking forward to that.
Oh, well, good luck with it. I'll definitely be popping down. Torvill and Dean, everyone. Where they There you go. Lindsay Lohan and Mary J. Blige will be here soon. Now, though, oh, yes. Now, though, my next guest is Scottish, foul-mouthed and angry. No, it's not the Prime Minister, it's Frankie Boyle. Was that gangster rap I heard?
Yeah.
Do you like gangster rap?
I'd never heard of it before, but Torvill and Dean have introduced me to it backstage.
Why don't they do a bit of skating with a pop, pop, pop? Now, you've just come back from a cruise. A 6-week cruise.
Yeah, I just went on a cruise.
I can't imagine you on a cruise.
It was... everybody was in their 70s or 80s.
Oh.
It was... Basically, a lot of them had taken the cruise because they were on the run from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And everybody's thing on a cruise is they want to get to know each other.
Yeah.
Getting to know people who are going to be dead in a week.
Yeah.
Getting to know people with the life expectancy of full fat milk.
Yeah. So, did you mingle?
No. I grew an enormous beard and had my food delivered to my room. That was how I approached it.
You could have just stayed at home for that.
No, but you get to go to the Caribbean. It's just that you're in the Caribbean with the queue from your post office.
Did you ever leave the room?
Rarely. I go swimming, but there was a lot of old people in the pool bobbing about like fucking jellyfish.
Listen, why did you pick this bloody cruise then? You're just slagging it off.
I picked the cruise because it
Go
had
to Malaga.
It had the exact dates of Mock the Week's new series, so I went on the cruise instead.
So you stayed in a cruise ship full of old people?
Yeah.
And that's worse than Mock the Week?
That's better than Mock the Week.
Yeah. Oh. Did you go on this cruise to relax before your tour?
Yeah, that was the idea. I'm trying to get in shape for the tour, man.
Yeah, it's really worked.
It's a better shape than it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy touring? I find it quite depressing.
I find it depressing.
Yeah.
If I could just get transported to the 2 hours on stage, then I'd be fine. But I mean, it's just the hanging around shopping centres all day. And
if I could get rid of the hanging around and the 2 hours on stage, I'd be a lot happier, man. Because my crowds are pretty physically ugly. I feel I can say that now that I've sold all the tickets.
Yeah. Here's a little clip of Frankie's last tour. This is really fun.
I used to have a big beard, but any time the beard gets to a certain length, people start shouting paedophile at me. I don't know why I was doing that for the paedophile. Why do paedophiles always have beards and glasses? What is it about that look that children find so sexy?
That was from your last tour, wasn't it? Morons, I Can Heal You.
Yeah, it might have been called that. I've totally wiped it from my memory now.
And what's your new one called?
It's called I Would Happily Punch Every One of You in the Face.
Do people turn up for this?
Yes.
And it's sold out.
And I would, if I had the time, punch them all in the face as if they were. and again as they went out.
Yeah.
I sort of thought it doesn't really work as a DVD title, though, so when I do the DVD, I'm going to call it If I Could Reach Out Through the Television Screen and Strangle You, I Would.
And you started drinking heavily when you were 15.
Yes, I certainly did.
Which in Glasgow is like a late starter, isn't it? So when you were heavily drinking, how much did you drink a day?
It was just lager, really. I drank sort of like, you know, 10 pints of beer, that kind of thing. It was really unexciting, boring, fattening kind of drinking.
Shit. Do you ever move on to mixers or
No,
spirits?
to be honest, I think that's what saved me. I think it's once you get into spirits, you can really do yourself some damage. But I was just more the sort of drunk where I'd wake up after New Year's Eve. I remember I woke up one time and I was just clutching a soup ladle in a park. I had no idea how I got there, and I thought, that's a pretty bad sign, yeah? And then on the way home, I worked out that it was January the 3rd. I'd lost 2 days.
No.
But gained an enormous spoon.
You win some, you lose some. Because I like a drink as well, but do you find the glasses are a problem?
Have you ever done that thing where you wake up in the morning and you think that you're blind because you've lost your glasses? Oh, how much have I drunk? I woke up one time, I thought I was blind. And then I had a memory of puking out a window. And I went and looked around the windows in this flat, and outside, 2 floors down, were my glasses, sat face down in a pile of vomit. And eating the pile of vomit was an enormous seagull.
Oh, what a charming story. Well, I've done the exact opposite. With me contact lenses, I've forgotten to take them out and woke up in the morning and gone, I'm cured. Why are you so angry, do you reckon?
I'm not actually particularly angry, I don't think. I just think it's sort of the stuff I find funny tends to be things that are quite annoying.
Like you're a father of 2, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you must have a softer side.
Yeah, the act is pretty much an act. I don't...
Oh, that's nice to know. I was worried then.
Yeah. No, I've got 2 kids, and they're generally quite an easy audience. So...
They're not an audience, they're your kids, they're your offspring. Everyone's an audience, love.
It's just their sort of mad imaginations. Like my daughter's just always... She's got about 5 different scenarios on the go, so you're always playing at something, and it's like, OK, so I'm a pirate, but I'm cooking your dinner as I teach you a school lesson and we're on an airplane.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah. Why aren't you cooking the dinner? Because I'm a tiger.
Yeah.
You know.
Of course.
It's just keeping up with it all.
Are you quite romantic?
Well, I mean, I've been in a very long-term relationship. And it's that thing where, you know how when you're younger and you first start going out with someone, you've got to think of stuff during sex to stop yourself from coming, to put yourself off. When you're my age and you've been going out with someone for 7 years, you no longer have to think of stuff to put yourself off. All you have to do to put yourself off is look down at your partner's face. Look down at their face and see the faces of your own children. Wow, your cum face. Your cum face is exactly like the face the wee man pulls when he's hurt his knee. Do you know what, Alan? She knows it too. When she doesn't want me to pester her for sex, she comes to bed wearing Spider-Man pyjamas.
You are so true. On that note, good luck with the tour. Frankie Boyle, everyone. That's brilliant. Thank you. Mary J. Blige will be here soon. First, though, she's lived her life in the glare of the paparazzi flashbulb, wild child, actress and sex symbol. It's only Lindsay Lohan. Hello, love. are you? Do you want a drink, love?
Oh, my. I'm okay, thank you. Is that... Are you... I'm sorry. Is that offensive?
Lindsay Lohan not having a drink? I've stocked up especially. I've got...
Really? Is that necessary?
I've got a backup globe back there just in case you drank me out of house and home. Now, you've got your own fashion label now.
Yes.
And I had a little look at it. You love leggings.
It started with leggings. It's 6126, and now we did 6126 collection. So now it's a full clothing line.
6126?
Yeah.
That's not your pin, is it?
No,
you
it's
can't
not.
be careful. You've got to protect your pin.
Well, it's not my pin. I don't even have my pin memorized.
Now, why is it called 6126?
It's Marilyn Monroe's birthday. And I think she's fantastic, and I've been inspired by her in a lot of ways. And so I wanted to kind of have it to have something to do with her.
Now, is it fair to say you're a little bit obsessed with Marilyn?
I think obsessed is a strong word.
I think you are obsessed. You've got a tattoo?
Not of Marilyn.
No, of what one of her...
Oh, yeah. It says, stars, all we ask for is our right to twinkle. Oh. And the other one says, I restore myself when I'm alone.
And these are all Marilyn Monroe quotes that you've tattooed on your arm?
There's just 2.
Well, I think 2's still...
It's not like I have a face of her on my arm.
Well, no, you see people like that, don't you? I was in a club once and I saw someone with Madonna tattooed on her back, and, you know, it's like from, like, 1987, you know, when she was dressed as a señorita. And he has such a hairy back.
Why did he have no shirt on?
Yeah, well, it was a special club.
What club was this?
My friend had wandered into this club and I was looking for him. It was very dark. Now, the reason I say it is because you posed as Marilyn Monroe yourself, didn't you?
I did. I was asked by Bert Stern, who shot on The Last Sitting with her.
Oh, I know.
To pose as her.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of what, you know, the New York Times article was going to be in the end of it.
Oh, no, what? I didn't know about that.
I didn't know that they were going to show any sort of nudity.
Yeah, because, I mean...
My grandmother wasn't too happy about that.
Oh, I know, because I saw one of them, wondering if you got your, your breasts and everything. But then Marilyn's, you saw her breasts, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes, I mean, you're only copying love, isn't it?
I know, it's just... I wish I had known. I wasn't aware of it before.
Well, you've got not...
That they were definitely going to show it. I didn't know.
Oh, well, you got nice breasts, innit? It could be worse, couldn't it? Kind of you had awful pair of tits. Now, you've got a reputation as a wild child.
Do I?
I think you know you do. No, you do, and I'm interested about it. How did it go off the rails so much? No, I mean, like, you know, you were like an actress and everything, and then all of a sudden we started seeing these things in the magazines and...
No, it's really... It's hard because, you know, you get into the industry for a certain reason and then that completely distracts from everything that you've worked for. Which, it's not fair, but it's something that, I think the obsession with tabloids has become so much bigger than it was in the beginning, like a few years ago in general.
I remember reading one studio exec sort of gave you a hard time, wrote an open letter accusing you of being unprofessional.
Well, I was late to set one day.
Yeah.
And it was a personal issue. I had a fight with my boyfriend the night before, so I was upset, and I couldn't get to sleep, so I was late. I was like 15 minutes, no, maybe a little longer than that. I was like a half an hour late to set. And they sent a letter out and released it to the press.
That's not
so
fair,
then ever
is it?
since then, it was kind of...
Because they said, we've been told that your absences from the set were due to illness and heat exhaustion, but we all know that the real reason for your exhaustion is your all-night partying.
It's long days when people film, it's long hours, and it gets, you know, it's draining because you have to be on every second that you're there, and it's like any job, it's just sometimes 19 hours a day.
So what, was you angry when you read that? Did you know that letter was going to come out, or did you open the paper?
I didn't know, no, I had heard that it was out, and then I got the letter.
Yeah, because then it could do damage to your career, couldn't it?
Well, I mean, it does in a lot of ways, and things that get written, you know, do all the time.
Why don't you write a letter about him? Saying he's a wanker. Now, I used to be packed with Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton. Now, we're all obsessed with that in England. So tell me, what were those nights out like? Say I was sitting at home, I hear beep, beep, I open the curtains, There's you, Paris and Nicole. Alan, come on, we're going out. Get your leggings. Woo. Where would we be going? Talk me through it.
Oh, you mean out in LA?
Yeah, where would we go? Tell us about a night.
Well, places have closed that that I've gone to different places too with friends and different people. It's different now. I don't go out in LA that much actually. No. It's just it's really scary there because here it's a bit easier. You can like I've been walking, and, which I don't really get to do in LA. You have to drive everywhere, and I don't have my license back yet. Yeah. Which is fun. But so they get really aggressive when they're chasing you. It gets really scary. So I usually end up home, or there's very few places that I go to.
One thing I couldn't understand, you got caught drink driving twice, but you ended up in jail for 84 minutes. Was it like a drive-through? No, I'm honestly, seriously.
I don't think that's necessary to discuss.
Oh, no, I just wondered why it took 84 minutes. What was going on? Oh, I don't like it here.
Yeah, because it was up to me. I don't know why I'm not the judge.
No. Oh, so you just said you can go home?
Well, yeah, well, I think it was discussed beforehand what exactly was going to happen.
Yeah. So what did you do for 84 minutes? Just sat in there and had a chat? No, I don't know. I've never been to prison. I don't know what it's like. I'm intrigued. I'm not being snide. I find it...
place.
No, I can imagine.
It's scary.
Oh.
It taught me my lesson.
Let's talk about your dating. Are you dating anyone at the minute?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't tell you if I was anyway.
Why wouldn't you tell me? I'm a friend. Let's get this straight. Are you Arthur or are you Martha now?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, are you back on the cock? I'm just... It's a serious question. Calling me a bastard is not very nice. This is an interview. I haven't just come up next to you on the bus and said...
You said, am I alpha or Malfa?
Well, anything goes.
I'm not responding to that.
Oh, OK. I just found it interesting. Because I've like a lot of lesbian friends, yeah, believe it or not. And they say that going out with a woman is different to going out with a man. They sort of know how to please a woman.
I mean...
Well, they're lesbians, clearly. I know. But they like... but they like what a woman does to a woman.
I'm not discussing this. I'm not gonna know.
No. OK. Will your next one be a man or a woman?
I'm not discussing it.
OK. No, just because there are people like who fancy you and then they want... Oh, no, that's not open.
See if there's other questions.
OK, other questions.
Other things to discuss? Besides what's unnecessary?
Well, I was just intrigued. Are you intrigued? Yes! Oh, right, OK, all right. You're going to hit me in a minute. Been anywhere nice recently? Well, good luck with everything. Have you enjoyed the interview? I haven't been too harsh,
you're very funny.
I?
No, it's fine.
No.
It's all in
You've had a
fun.
nice time?
Yes.
Lindsay Lohan, everyone. Wasn't she brilliant? Thank you.
Thank you. You're so funny.
That's it for tonight's show. A massive thank you to Torvill and Dean, Frankie Boyle, and, of course, Lindsay Lohan. Yes. Now, with I Am, it's Mary J. Blige.
And you have time to yourself. Think of all the love that you get from me that you can't find nowhere else. When you're far away and not around, and temptation fills your heart. Think the ways that I'm faithful, babe. But to replace me would be hard, 'cause there's nobody. Nobody gonna treat you bad. Nobody. Ain't nobody gonna touch you bad. Nobody. Ain't nobody gonna love you better. More than I am. More than I am. Nobody. Than I am. Nobody. Than I am. Oh, nobody's gonna treat you as good as I am. You can try to act single if you wanna. You can go ahead and mingle if you wanna. You can even behave